Games Done Quick event. You might have heard yesterday they increased their shirt donation amount from $3 to $4. So that means now with each $11 shirt that is sold from the AGDQ collection, $4 going to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Those shirts are still available all throughout this week up until the 15th at midnight CST. You want to go to the yeti.com/AGDQ to get your shirts today. There's a $100 donation here from Talk Romar. Says, I remember being stuck on some of these stages for days as a kid. Good work, dude, and keep on battling cancer, my friend. You have $25 here, Anonymous. Says, I almost forgot GDQ was started already. So excited I can catch it early and donate. I'll donate more if I can later. Keep up all the great work. Let's see if we can't break 2 million this time. I like the sound of that. Freaky Riki donated $5 and said, figured I would ditch my morning coffee and give a shout out to my cousins Josh and Mike watching in California right now. There's a $10 anonymous donation saying, so excited for the Jumping Flash 2 run. Haven't seen this game since I was a kid. Keep doing the good work, GDQ. We have a few PlayStation games all in a row here after Jumping Flash 2, of course, Intelligent Qube, Little Big Planet 3. Isurus Pakus donates $20 and says, hi everybody, kudos from France. Another great AGDQ for helping spreading the good gamer image worldwide. All my wishes to everyone, and especially the people suffering from cancer. Hope is our greatest force. Soul Kiwi donated $15, says, I've been wanting to donate to a GDQ event for years, but every time an event rolled around, I was having financial issues. Finally in the green, and I can donate to this incredible cause. Sadly, I'm going to miss Ori, one of my all-time fave games, but at least I'm able to donate. Absolutely. Thank you, Soul Kiwi. Solar Spark donates $20, says, happy 10th wedding anniversary to my wife. A donation here of $75 from JMonkey71. Says, first time donating to GDQ, really happy about what you guys do. Kill the animals. To give you guys an update on the Kill the Animals versus Save the Animals, you might be able to predict this, but it is very close, as it has been, I think, since the event kicked off. Right now, in the lead is Save the Animals. It's ahead by $278.03. So that is Save the Animals, at least for right now, in the lead over Kill the Animals. There's a $75 donation here from Sterling109 who says, flip the animals. I have a donation here of $100 from Afera71. Says, here's my $5 donation and some for 19 others who can't donate. For everyone who can, join in. Anonymous $5 donation here says, I'm a first-time donator. I always say I'll just watch a few, and I end up spending my whole day watching. I know that feeling. They also say, rotate that Metroid. And if you are still here watching at 4 in the morning, Eastern anyhow, we want to thank you, of course. Even though it is 4 in the morning, these runners have put in a lot of work to get here. And even though it might look a little bare in the hall here, we're still showing love for all the runners, all the commentators, and everyone involved. $100 here from Brett, who says, my brother said for his birthday he wanted me to donate to a good cause. I can't think of a better one than this. Good luck to all the runners. Can I get a big hype for my brother? You still awake out there, crowd? Can we get a hype? Nailed it. Chronicide donated $75 and says, let's beat the hecking dang out of cancer. Gonna watch the language there, Chronicide. We had a $20 donation here by Descuro. It says, greetings from Mexico. Thank you for this great event for helping so that one day nobody has to die because of cancer. I lost my dad personally as well as my grandmother, and I'd hate to live that again for anybody else. Thank you for your effort and dedication. We got $30 here from Aaron Donovan. I'm going to do my best with this. They say, if you can, please read this in Hank Hill's voice. Dang it, Dale, saving the animals is the right thing to do. If not, no worries, but save the animals anyway. Thank you, Aaron. Here's an interesting one. $20 from Repo said, today at work I had to bust someone for watching a movie, but little did they know I've been streaming AGDQ all day long. I feel so guilty, so here's some money. Take it, maybe I'll feel better. Anthony Winnett donates $15. Has been watching AGDQ since 2014 whenever I had the time to watch. I've been fortunate enough to have cancer run in my family. It doesn't mean I can't support the stream, though, and the cause. Keep up the good work, and don't forget to kill the animals. I think we're just about ready. Before we kick it over, though, we got $20 here from Ganrock. Says, love watching the GDQs every year. Got to get that GTA Vice City Glitch exhibition met. I've seen it before. It's an amazing show for those who haven't seen how broken those games could be. Hype. And I want to remind everybody, of course, there are still lots of those bids that you can bid on, certainly. So keep in mind there are still some incentives and the prizes as well. You'll see some of those in between games and whatnot. We ready?
Good old thumbs up for y'all up there. Oh, so good to start whenever? You good?
This is some comp.
Sorry, what? Oh, cool. Okay.
Snug.
Cool, so yeah, this is Jumping Flash 2. It's a really obscure PlayStation game. You've either heard of it and love it, or you haven't, and you're probably going to wonder the whole time, what the heck am I doing? So let's get that started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Yeah, lots of energy this morning. Nice, awesome. Happy to have you guys. So yeah, this is Jumping Flash 2. My name is Tony Ogbot, and could I get a sound off from the couch here? All my comfy boys back there.
I'm Swordsman Kirby.
That was buffet time.
Wally.
Oh. Yo, this is... Was that Duke Bilgewater or?
They're trying. Okay.
Okay.
So, so the object of this game is to grab 4 Moo-Moos and hit the exit. And these are nice indigenous little squid people that I'm trying to save here. So I'm going to go and grab all of them in most of these levels here. And there's also a boss fight at the end of most of these worlds here. So one thing to note here is that there's no major glitches or anything crazy with the routing on these main stages here. It's mainly just being good at the game, so hopefully I can do at least that for you guys.
Very humble.
Hey, hey. And yes, so one thing I do want to mention as well is you'll see me picking up quite a few items as I go through the levels here. And these are all different weapons I can use to destroy enemies and such. It's a pretty tight route there. I tend to only grab what I need because I'm going to blow all these on boss fights in an attempt to keep the randomness low and the boss fight short. So one thing you might have noticed as well is that there's just a lot of stuff around in this game, lots of different random pieces of environment to jump on. And the cool thing about it is you can land on absolutely everything. So I'm going to try for this little umbrella. Yeah, there we go. Hit the top of this building here. And so I'm going to stop time a little bit. So I'm a little slow on this cycle, so I'm going to have to take the little front end of this whale here to get up to this platform. And now I'm just going to kind of use all of these beautiful animals and such to get over to this Moo-Moo here. And one cool thing is there's little launcher tiles in these levels. I'm going to hit this one, and we're going to hop all the way to, hey, the exit.
Would you like to take a minute to explain the story of this game, Tony?
Yeah, here. This is the story. I have no idea, and I don't think anyone else does. The lore is very confusing. I've played the English version of this game, and I can tell you it makes just about as much sense as the Japanese version, and I don't speak Japanese. So, yeah, maybe if you find like a good wiki article, that might explain it much better than I ever could there for you. Alright, so ideally I want him to be shooting some missiles off the top, but I'm getting this charging animation, which is going to make it a little difficult to kill him quickly. So, I'll take advantage of what I can and when I can here. Alright, let's top him off with this here. There we go. So not the most ideal pattern there, but hey, what's like losing a bit of time with some randomness, am I right? I'm not going to call it RNG because let's be honest, I'm not losing to a number game here, I'm just losing to bad patterns.
100% skill.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, skill. So now we're moving on to World 2. And this one is a much more Japanese-themed world. And one thing you're going to see me do at the beginning here, once it loads, is hit try again, because honestly, I'm bad at this game. The real reason, though, is that I actually get a bomb item if I hit try again for later fights, which allows me to do more damage to the bosses. So, as counterintuitive as it may seem to try again, it does replenish my stash, which allows me to just be a little more efficient when it really matters. So nothing like jumping over a wide gap. There we go. And now we're going to hit the top of this drum. And bounce on the platform the exit's on. Let's try that again. There we go. And during these stage clears, feel free to read donation comments. There's no way to really speed this up.
That sounds good. Well, hey, we have a $50 donation from George Dickel, who says, here's $50 for all the hours of entertainment GDQ has provided me over the years. Huge shout-outs to all the volunteers behind the scenes to keep everything running. My donation goes towards the Reader's Choice, which is, I didn't mention last time, Kill the Animals.
Thank you, George. And also for these indoor levels, basically I just walk through them instead of jump around, so feel free to continue going with the donation comments.
I'm in. We have an anonymous $100 donation saying, greetings from Australia. Been watching GDQ for the last couple events. Thought I'd donate this time. Looks like Save the Animals is ahead, so let's go against the grain and donate to Kill Those Animals. And having a quick look, Kill the Animals has actually jumped into the lead. It's ahead now by $535, in case that may matter to some viewers.
Yeah, shout outs to Super Metroid being a speedrun this year. Let's go.
Isn't it a little ironic that Kill the Animals pulled ahead during the AGDQ rabbit block?
Oh yeah, I should probably mention, the mech that I'm riding in is called a Rabbit, which is, of course, modeled after a rabbit. So yeah, a little rabbit block going on here.
Why are the Moo-Moos modeled after squids, though?
Are you,
You
saying
know,
that
I've
you're
heard-
saving the animals?
Well,
Is this a speedrun, Tony?
No, this is actually a Let's Play done fast, so yeah, not entirely a speedrun, but I mean, who's keeping track anyway? We're just at AGDQ.
Got a $5 donation here from Poland saying, long-time watcher, first-time donator. What's up, Poland?
What's up, Poland?
What's up, dude? What's poppin'?
All right, so yeah, this boss fight, you're gonna see me bouncing on him a lot more, because what happens is when I'm at the apex of my jump and landing on an enemy, I tend to do more damage than just lightly bouncing or not bouncing at all. So just trying to stack as much damage as I can on the boss to kill it as quickly as possible there. And you'll be seeing that for the rest of the boss fights throughout this run as well.
Okay, seeing how little damage that did, is there actually a risk of seriously dying in the boss fights, or do you just obliterate every one of them with no remorse?
So earlier on in the route of this game, as I had routed it out myself at the time, I got pretty close to dying multiple times. There's been a lot of other contributions from the community that tends to come and go rather quickly, and it's gotten to the point where the item route is actually really solid, which is really nice for runs as well as marathon safety.
Dude, time slap, is that a JoJo reference?
Absolutely, dude. Nothing like a little Zawarudo at like what, 4 in the morning now, are we? So I'm gonna just scale this building here and land on just a couple little bits of tree and debris to get all the way to the top to grab this Moo-Moo here. Totally intended, as you can tell. And what I'm gonna do from here is just kind of mop up the rest of the Moo-Moos. We've got one on the other side of this little crane fortress building. And then I'm gonna do a quick turn this way and jump across this wide open space. There's actually a couple things there. But what matters is grabbing this last Moo-Moo.
Hello, @streamer. What is that bar on the right side of your screen?
You know, it's a jump gauge. It kind of tracks when you hit the apex of your jump, when you're able to jump again. Basically, just keeping up with your vertical movement there.
Also, Tony, I'd like to ask, do you have a personal fan theory for the origins of this man in the interstage?
You know, it looks like, I want to say like a Captain America action figure got a McDonald's soft serve snow cone put on his head. That's probably the actual origin story, but don't quote me on that.
Did you try to get the devs into a call at all by any chance? Maybe they could have explained.
You know, that's a good shot for maybe SGDQ.
Next one.
2017.
Jumping Flash 3.
You know, Jumping Flash
Coming
3
soon.
actually has a different name, and it's called Rabbit Mondu, and it's a game. I'm just gonna say that much.
Is that good, huh?
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, you gotta just see me going across this open space here. It's meant to be a more open world, especially after kind of getting cramped up in a couple buildings here. But yeah, all the Moo-Moos are placed all over the place. You kind of have to go to all different compass directions on this map here. So now that I've got the last Moo-Moo, I'm just gonna make my way to the exit here. Get a nice little bounce on that flower too. And there's a flower on the exit platform too, but if I land just to the side here, I still clear it just fine. So, obstacle avoided, speed run obtained. We're in it, boys.
Dude, he almost got you.
They're nice extra bonus.
Oh, thanks, man. It really helps me out. So this boss fight's actually pretty interesting. First of all, it's a big piranha flower guy. And I'm just going to bomb him right now, do a little bit of extra damage. And around half health, you're going to see that pretty soon here. He starts making it rain and regenerating, which is a little bit of a pain. But now that he's there, I'm just going to throw a bunch of items at him. And it's over. Quick and easy boss fight once he heals up. Yeah, clap for that, guys. Thanks. Perfect.
Really proud of you on that one.
Thank you. Took a lot of effort and skill, for sure.
There's a $5 donation here, anonymous, but says, thanks for helping keep my coworker and I awake during this night shift. Love GDQ week and what it represents. Also, save the frames, kill the animals.
Absolutely, there we go. So now we're hitting the industrial world, and we're going to try again because I'm really bad at the game. And there's a lot of little ways you can do this stage that just saves maybe a couple seconds in time. But I'm just going to go with what is a little more consistently faster for me. What you can do is grab a Moo here, and then launch yourself all the way across the stage, which is pretty great, especially when it's coupled with all those mid-air jumps you can do. So there's a Moo kind of floating above this little, I want to say, open fan. Just have to grab him there. Now I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking. Got this Moo right here. And then there's one kind of chilling on some conveyor belts over here. So I'm going to grab him. And then as I hit the exit here, I'm going to grab these rockets as well for more damage on the boss fight coming up.
These level transitions are never going to make sense, are they?
No, and it doesn't get any better, too. It's going to be confusing the entire time. So now we've got another indoor building here, and I just kind of have to speed mech walk my way through it, so feel free to read a couple more donations there.
I'm in for that. We have a donation here, $30 from Daniel. It says, thank you all for this marathon. You're providing a great service for all of humanity. Says this bid is in honor of my grandma, who's been diagnosed with breast cancer 3 times and survived. $20 as well from Jairus Bonesaw. Says, as I lay here in bed, it's a good feeling knowing my reason for laying awake is not just for insomnia, it's for a good cause. My grandmother won the fight with cancer twice, and we are a stronger family for it. Let's make sure that we fight cancer together, kill the animals, save the frames.
Congratulations, Daniel. I'm really good. I'm really happy for you, man.
You know, this level almost looks like it could be an actual build. Okay, not really anymore, but for a while it looked like it almost could have been an actual building.
Well, I mean, big ventilation shafts. I mean, it is a building in its own right. Yeah, this is one of the few moments where I'm not using the lag reduction strat of looking downwards. Some would call that a good speedrunning feature, but it's actually included in the game too. As I jump mid-air, I tend to look straight downwards, so GoldenEye and Perfect Dark Runners, please eat your heart out.
What came first, GoldenEye or Jumping Flash 2?
You know, I'd have to say GoldenEye. I was a Nintendo-year-old growing up, and I've since converted to the glory of the PlayStation Nation, so I can't really give you a great time frame.
I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Hey, you gotta grow up at some point, am I right?
At least the PlayStation had games this marathon.
Yeah, like Jumping Flash 2.
Like,
One of the big ones.
good quality games.
Hey man, the PlayStation Nation's proud and has a lot of great offerings this year. Alright, so now I'm at a big spider mech boss, and I gotta just kinda blow it up. So if you're a fan of spiders, or not a fan of violence, I would consider looking away here.
PlayStation Nation loves Spider, right?
Oh yeah, PlayStation Nation, like it's a requirement to love spiders, so if you're not a spider fan, I'm sorry, but you're just a wannabe PlayStation Nation member.
Spiders did nothing wrong, dude. They don't deserve
Exactly.
this.
If this wasn't a speedrun, I would just shut the game off right there.
Ooh, you jumped into his web.
Alright, so on to World 5. And this one's circus themed. It's pretty silly, pretty interesting. And there's actually some really cool things that come up in this world as well. So first I'm going to try again. And now, let's just jump from rooftop to rooftop a little bit here. Oh, am I going to hit the star? Nah, not.
Let's plays done quick.
Right, there we go. Here we are. So these little roller coaster rails are pretty sweet, but it is a little faster to actually try to avoid them if you can, unless they're sending you somewhere you need to go. And as much as I want to jump on this one too, why not just clear the gap with a jump there? So now, there's a lot of Moo-Moos that are higher up in this level, so what I'm going to do is actually hang out there for a second to grab a Roman candle. Those things are great for damaging bosses. And just kind of cheese my way all the way up to the top here. These roller coasters, I'm pretty sure you were intended to just kind of ride them to where you needed to go. But since you can jump at any point of this ride, it's honestly just a great tool in general to get around in this level. And we're at the exit.
Oh, nice one up.
Thanks, dude. That actually really helps me out, completely unironically, because with all the trying again that I'm doing, it is so tight in terms of the life route that I actually can't die if I want to get through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, every time you have to retry, you actually lose a life because the game doesn't like it.
It doesn't mind it, but it's just a reminder that, you know, you really should know what you're doing if you're going to be speedrunning the game.
They want to make sure you feel bad for it.
Yeah, exactly. A little slap on the wrist is always a good thing for a retry. So there's a lot of stuff on the bottom portion of this level that's really cool. Like there's a bunch of tubas you can jump on that'll shoot you into the air, a bunch of spinning cards and such. But you spend the entirety of this level on the top portion of it, which is pretty sweet. And you know how you can stand on everything? Even swords that are meant to damage you are great platforms. Really well thought out design there. I believe the intention was damage would, you know, naturally make someone not want to stand there, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you're just able to use it as a platform, and it's not like you die, you know. So now that I've mopped up most of the upper level movements, we're going to drop down and grab this bottom one here. And hit up this circus tent and make our way to the exit. Do we have any other hot donations coming in?
I have a hot donation. It's from Cowboy Otis, $100. He says, "Howdy, y'all. First time watching live and donating." Says he lost his mother to cancer in November. Donating so that we can stop losing our loved ones. Keep up the good work, runners.
Thank you, Cowboy Otis. So this boss fight's really neat. You want to fight these clown guys, but as you see, I'm focusing down the guy with the black suit and hat there. And the reason I do that is because every single time, the red clown dies at half health, and then the clown with the black hat and suit there dies last. So as cool as it is to kind of split it up and really get the feeling that you're fighting both, why do that when you can just take one down?
One can't live without the other. It's a very tragic story.
It's a modern day Romeo and Juliet, honestly.
Yo, nice extra bonus, dude.
Hey, man. That's what happens when you're just so good at this game.
You snug still?
Are you boys snug during real PlayStation Nation hours? All right, so World 6 is a little different formulaically. First of all, it's a mess of things. It'll be very apparent with World 6-1 here. But another thing that I would like to mention as well is that there's actually 2 boss fights in World 6, and it also happens to be the last world, and that's a pretty common trend actually with the Jumping Flash series. So what you're gonna see me do is have some real fun with this level here, and then we're gonna clean her up with some boss fights. So there's a lot of, like the Circus World 5-2 there, there's a lot of stuff you can do in terms of going under all of these little glow sticks, I want to call them. But since they exist in the game and they're physical objects you can stand on, there's really no need to do all the snaking through all the bottom of everything. You can just kind of blow your way through everything and use these lights as your main guide to do so.
I just want to point out, calling these final levels a mess doesn't really mean much, considering every level is a mess in this game.
Hey man, I call it innovative design. This one's actually a mess. So that's an invincibility pill. I just kind of like the effect, honestly. There's no real danger of any enemies here. Just kind of wanted to have a little psychedelic trip as we finish this game here.
Let's Play's done quick.
Hey man, at least we're not looking at monkey butts, am I right?
Shoutouts to Ion, dude.
Shoutouts to my boy Ion. Alright, so now that we're done playing the actual game, time to just blow up some bosses.
Yo, good job on the extra bonus, man.
Yeah, thanks man. Like, that really just touches me.
As you get set for that, there's a donation here, $5 from Dr. Doobie. He says, hey guys, Dr. Doobie here, wanting to wish my bud Tony good luck on the run. He also adds, while you're doing all that jumping, I hope you don't come up a hair too short.
Oh dear. Yeah, shout
Thanks,
out to my boy
Dr. Doobie.
Thank you,
man.
Doobie. Really helps me out.
So this boss can be quite a bit of a trip. He can do a lot of crazy movement things, but if you go in with 2 bombs and just keep shooting and jumping on him, he goes down pretty quick like that. So now we're gonna hit this final boss, and so my Captain America Ice Cream Man friend, he wants to actually fight me because I've been smashing all of his little worlds here.
I mean, he's been patient with you.
What was that?
He's been patient with you. He's ready.
Yeah. So as you can see, he looks a little different.
He's been working
Actually, you know what? Why should I just play through normally when I can, you know, try again? So I kind of wanted to pepper him and show him off there. But the real thing here is grabbing this bomb. It helps. It adds enough damage to where you really want to try to get it there. And that also puts me at my last life. So if I die here, I need to restart all of World 6. Hence the crazy big estimate.
So why are you killing him? It looks like he loves you.
You know, some call it love. Some call it, you know, being obsessed with me. And either way, like, I'm just happy he's here and in my life, you know?
Oh, he's fabulous too.
Yeah,
I
so
love the
he's gonna
design
keep
spinning
trying
around
to-
the side there too.
Sorry, what was that?
Looks really nice.
The designs around the side, those spinning rainbows.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, he's even blushing. This is the best confession of love I've ever received. All right, so now he's a little tank guy. And the goal is to still to try to jump on him as much as I can. These little gems here make it difficult to do so. So I gotta really make sure I'm avoiding them. And now he's in his final form, the top form. So time will be when stage clear comes up, which is time. Yeah, so pretty fun game. Really fun to showcase, as you can tell. Oh, 24-12,
Yo,
heck
congrats
yeah.
on the PB, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. And Yeah, so that was Jumping Flash. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Or Jumping Flash 2, excuse me. There is a prequel, and it's just as great as this one, so I'd recommend giving these both a try if you really want to. Yeah, shout outs to AGDQ, GDQ staff, all the runners. I've been having a great time, and yeah, I hope that you all really enjoyed this as much as I did anyway, because I had a blast up here.
What exactly is happening?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
You know, remember when I said that the lore might be a little confusing and weird? Pretty much that.
But is Captain America going to be okay?
You know, actually, if we hold on just a little bit longer, we might have an answer for that.
By the way, shout outs to Peter Afro. It's his 14th birthday. He couldn't make it today, but I'm sure he would have loved to see this. He's going to love the VODs, man.
Yeah, happy
Round of
birthday,
applause for Peter
Happy
Afro.
birthday.
Thanks for reminding me, Duke Bilgewater.
All right, and here's our little, the fate of our ice cream pal. And that's pretty much the lore there. Oh no.
The
Jumping
tragic
Flash.
ending.
Slavery or something. That's not.
Guys, let's hear it one more time for Tony and the whole crew here on the couch. Even though it's 4:30 in the morning, let's hear it. It is a strange hour, but a lot of these runners and commentators come a long way for GDQ. Keep that in mind. Some more love coming in for the couch and whatnot, even though the game is over. We have $20 here from Christmas J. Says, Tony, shout out from your friend CJ back home. Here to watch you play this nightmare-inducing game right before I go to sleep. The donation goes to Runner's Choice, unless he picks Kill the Animals. We talked about